Only 2% of smart students can answer all of these 20 questions correctly, which focus on African liberation movements and neocolonialism in Africa. Pause the video, choose your answers, and know your result at the end. Let's begin. Question number 1. It says that which event is generally regarded as the turning point that accelerated African nationalist movements after World War II? A. The Berlin Conference. B. The Bandung Conference. C. The Scramble for Africa. D. The Fashoda Incident. The right answer is B. B is the right answer. It was the Bandung Conference that was the turning point for the liberation movements of African from the colonial rule. Question number 2. Who became the first prime minister and later president of independent Ghana? The independent Ghana. A. Jomo Kenyatta. B. Julius Nyerere. C. Kwame Nkrumah. And D. Kenneth Kaunda. Okay. The right answer is yes, C is the right answer. Kwame Nkrumah, who was the leader of the nationalist movement in Ghana, and he was one of the educated elite of Ghana. Then, after liberation from the British colonial rule, he became the first president of Ghana. Question number 3. The Mau Mau uprising was primarily associated with the struggle for independence in A. Nigeria, B. Kenya, C. Uganda, D. Tanzania. The right answer is yes, B. Kenya. As in Kenya, the movement where took place first as a QQ association, then it's turned into a political movement that was a Mau Mau movement against the British colonial rule. Question number 4. Which Portuguese colony gained independence in 1975 after the prolonged liberation struggle led by Frelimo? A. Angola, B. Guinea-Bissau, C. Mozambique, and D. Cape Verde. Okay, the right answer is C. C is the right answer. As Mozambique, this was a struggle which was led by Frelimo. So this was prolonged liberation from the Portuguese colonial rule. 5. African National Congress ANC played a major role in resisting A. colonial taxation, B. apartheid in South Africa, C. military rule in Nigeria, D. French assimilation policy. Okay, which one is the answer, students? The right answer is B is the right answer. An apartheid rule in South Africa by the white racist rule. It was a struggle mostly by the black or indigenous African South Africans. Question number 6. Which liberation leader is closely associated with the struggle against apartheid? Against apartheid, and later became president of South Africa? A. Robert Mugabe, B. Nelson Mandela, C. Sami Nujoma, and D. Patrice Lumumba. The right answer is B is the right answer. Yes. Nelson Mandela was in prison for over 27 years, and he became the first president of South Africa after the rule of apartheid in South Africa. He was from the African National Congress or ANC political party. Question number: the Algerian War of Independence from 1954 to 1962 was fought against A. Britain, B. Belgium, C. Portugal, D. France. Okay, the right answer is D is the right answer. It was a nationalist movement which lasted almost 8 years, against the French colonial rules. Algerians were ruled by French over 113 years, starting from 1813 to 1960. So, nationalist leaders that of Ben Bella and that of Farhat Abbas was prominent and significant in this movement. 8. Which organization coordinated support for African liberation movements during the decolonization era? A. NATO, B. United Nations Security Council, C. Organization of African Unity, OAU, and D. Commonwealth Secretariat. The right answer is yes, C is the right answer, students. Yes, the Organization of African Unity was established and its headquarters in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. And one of its first agenda was supporting African states who were under the colonial rule. Number 9. Who was the first prime minister of the Democratic Republic of the Congo after independence in 1960? A. Mobutu Sese Seko. B. Patrice Lumumba. C. Joseph Kasa Vumbu. And D. Laurent Kabila. The right answer is yes. B is the right answer, Patrice Lumumba, who was the president of the Democratic Republic of Congo, and he became the prime minister, after independence in 1960s. However, Africans leaders most of them were removed by military coup here and there. Coups and counters were one characteristic of the independent Africans. Now you have reached the middle of the question. Question number 10, it says that neocolonialism refers to A. direct colonial rule by European powers, B. partition of Africa, C. economic and political domination without formal colonial control, and D. traditional African governance. The right answer is yes. C is the right answer. This was that, okay? It was what? An economic and political domination without formal colonial control, especially domination by previous colonial or colonizers. How many did you got from these 10 questions? I hope you got. By the way, if you miss some questions, don't worry for that, because it was an advanced question, okay? Advanced to some extent. It was hardest question. Let's continue to the end. The remaining questions are especially concerning the neocolonialism period in Africa. So an impressive and interesting questions were here in front of you. Must know them, okay? Question number 11. Which African leader famously described neocolonialism as the last stage of imperialism? A. Haile Selassie I. B. Kwame Nkrumah. C. Julius Nyerere. D. Leopold Sédar Senghor. The right answer is yes. B is the right answer. It was Kwame Nkrumah who expressed colonialism like that, okay? It was the last stage of imperialism. It was expressed by the Ghanaian leader. So Europeans or colonizers were here, okay? Even if they were not control the lands of Africa, okay? Indirectly, they continue their economic and political dominance within their colonial states. 12. The Sharpeville massacre of 1960 occurred in A. Zimbabwe, B. Namibia, C. South Africa, D. Zambia. The right answer is C is the right answer. It was occurred in South Africa, It was a massacre of the black indigenous South Africans by the Apartheid rule. Question number 13. SWAPO leads the struggle for independence in A. Botswana, B. Namibia, C. Lesotho, D. Eswatini. The right answer is yes. B is the right answer. It was a political movement in Namibia, against the rules of the mandatory administration of South Africa, okay? So against the apartheid of South Africa. Question number 14. Which of the following is commonly considered feature of neocolonialism? A. Increased economic dependency on foreign powers. B. Complete economic self-sufficiency. C. Elimination of foreign investment. D. Total political isolation. Okay, the right answer is A is the right answer. It was an increase in economic dependency on foreign powers. Okay, dependency on loan, dependency on aid, okay, dependency on technicians, and so on, okay. Number 15. The Portuguese colonial empire in Africa largely collapsed following A. the Cold War, B. the Campesian Revolution in Portugal, C. the Bandung Conference, D. the Suez Crisis. The correct answer is B is the right answer. The Campesian Revolution in Portugal, this revolution overthrew the previous government. A new government came into Portugal. So this government favored for what? For formation of an independent state or leaving the colonies in Africa. Question number 16. Which country was formerly known as Southern Rhodesia? A. Zambia, B. Malawi, C. Zimbabwe, D. Botswana. The right answer is C is the right answer. It was Zimbabwe. The present day Zimbabwe was known as previously as Southern Rhodesia, which was ruled by the British colonial. Question number 17. The frontline states were African countries that supported liberation movements mainly in A. North Africa, B. West Africa, C. Southern Africa, D. Central Africa. Okay, the right answer is C. It was a liberation movement supported from mainly in Southern Africa. Yes, because this was an apartheid rule within Southern Africa. 18. Which international factor significantly influenced African liberation struggles during the Cold War? A. The Renaissance, B. Rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union, C. The Industrial Revolution, and D. Mercantilism. The right answer is yes, B is the right answer, because the Cold War is a rivalry between the West and the East, between the United States and Russia. So during the period, Africans used as an advantage. Okay, this was especially the Russians were in support of the liberation movement of the Africans, because the capitalists, the imperialist groups were considered during the period as the Westerners, especially Europeans. It didn't include Americans. Okay. 19. One criticism of neocolonialism is that multinational corporations often A. reduce foreign influence completely, B. strengthen local industry ownership exclusively, and C. control key sectors of developing economies, and D. eliminate external debt. So the right answer is C is the right answer. Control key sector of development, control key sector of developing economies in Africa. So this was one neocolonialism that was criticized. Now we have reached to the last question, student. Question number 20. It says that it was listen. Question number 20. Which statement best explains the relationship between liberation movements and neocolonialism? Okay. A. Political independence automatically ended all forms of foreign control. B. Liberation movement sought political independence, while neocolonialism describes continued external influence afterward. C. Liberation movements promoted colonialism, and D. Neocolonialism existed before colonialism. The right answer is B is the right answer. The right answer is B is the right answer. Liberation movement sought political independence, while neocolonialism means what? Describing its continued external influence afterward. Afterward means after liberation, after independence of Africans, there is a continuation of the influence of those previous colonial states. Political influence and economic influence within the home countries, or within this, even if Africans were independent or sovereign states, they are not totally sovereign or independent. They rely, for instance, in case of security, in case of military, in case of law. Okay. In reality, Africans, have a strong attachment with the previous colonial states or colonizers. Thank you for watching my videos. Okay. How do you look these questions? It was most challenging and advanced one. Okay. However, it builds your capability and understanding about critical question concerning African history, and this makes you to be ready for your final exams, or it might be for entrance university exams. Okay, thank you for watching my videos. By the way, how many did you get? Put your scores in the comment section box. Okay, I'll react to that. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, like it and subscribe my channel, and share the channel for the other students of the world, and put your comment in the comment section box. Okay, till the next time, have a nice time. Till then, bye bye. Okay, thank you.